guys, so it is, I'm sure you can tell from the thumbnail, a review. I got this baby in the mail. I filmed some stuff of me getting it. Hopefully that looks good. I think I couldn't decide if I was going to keep it like a very low edited or high edited. I think I'm just going to do low editing just so you guys, because I've been looking for a review of this myself, a honest review. No offense to the guys who've done this, but I don't think they've ever trained grip before, because I don't know what the heck they're talking about, because it's just not very useful information if I'm being honest. So here we go. I'm super excited for this. I just got it in the mail last night. It's very cool. It has a little bag that comes with it, I guess. And here we go. So that's what it looks like. The one thing I just noticed here was there's like little soft spots, which I'm not sure why they're there. I'm not sure how well you guys can see that. I'll give you like a close-up before everything loaded on at the end. But I don't know why it's like that. It's not a huge deal, because your hand should be this way. But, I mean, it's kind of, if you're right-handed, it's not great. Because your hand, it's smooth, and you don't want smooth, you want gnarly. So that's a bit weird. I don't know why it's like that. Not a massive deal, I guess, just kind of weird. The way you load them up, interestingly, is actually you can do this. Pop this down, and then you can much easier slide them on. I don't know if people did that before, but I saw people in the comments complaining about that. As far as I can tell, it was pretty easy. So right now, this is at the lowest setting. So one of the things I wanted to do was do the math. Need some paper. Because I don't think this is rated for 1,200. They say it's 1,200 pounds. I can just about guarantee you this is not 1,200 pounds. I don't see any human way that this is 1,200 pounds. Makes zero sense. Because basically what they say is, the idea behind it is each one of these springs, according to the people who sell it on Amazon, and I bought the one that says Amazon's pick, and I tried to read as much as I could on what it would tell me, but they say each one of these exerts 200 pounds of force. So you put all 6 on here, it's 1,200 pounds. No duh. Well, I don't think that's how this works, because I think the springs are rated for 200 pounds. So that basically, as in this spring, made by the manufacturer, I think is rated by the manufacturer for continual use of weights up to 200 pounds on this spring. And as long as the weight does not surpass that, then this will be good for a certain amount of time, as long as it does not surpass that weight. And I think the person who bought these springs said, oh, just get 6 of them, it's 1,200 pounds. Well, that's not how this works, obviously, because, so, this is the lowest setting. Now, keep in mind, this is easier than up here, obviously. Not by crazy, as you can see. It's not really that much of a gap. But it is harder up here. So, it's hard for you to tell how easy this is. So, let's see if I can. Okay. That's my pinky. So, that's 200 pounds of force. I don't know. So, what also there's 12 spots for springs, and the highest one is the hardest. So what I was gonna do real quick, let's just grab a Sharpie and mark them, just so I don't lose track when I'm putting these on. Okay, just like that. So that way I know where the springs are supposed to go and I don't mess up by accident. Because I don't want to think about it. And every time I do that, I bump it off. So yeah. Although, okay, so yeah. Actually, I have them technically one lower. So I'm just doing them one apart, so there's room. So technically I can slide this one up. Fine, I'll just do the thing. One more. Yeah, a little harder. Barely. Okay, so I'm going to basically move this up to each one of these levels. And I'm going to try to, using my grippers and stuff, because I do have a lot of grippers. I have two different brands. I have Captain Crush, and I have a different brand that's like from China or something like that. And I'm going to try to give a weight for each section. And then I'm going to add up all the sections. And that should be hopefully a relatively accurate measurement of how much this holds. So, hang on. Gonna eat. So I'm also gonna do Captains of Crush sets. I'm not gonna start like this. I'm gonna do how I would a normal gripper for my own work. That's funny. Okay. This feels like twice as hard. A 50-pounder feels like twice as hard as the first level. So, around half as hard. So I'm going to put the first level down as 25 pounds. There we go, 25 pounds. So right now, according to the manufacturer, or the person who made this, right now this is supposed to be 200 pounds. So this is supposed to be equivalent to, right now, this. Anyways, here we go, next level. Feels almost double. Feels close to this. Not quite. I'm gonna try to be as accurate as I can. So I feel like this is not gonna be very accurate, by the way. I'm gonna try to be accurate, but I will not be accurate in the end. I know I'm not gonna be very accurate. I'm doing my best, but I'm gonna try. Anyways, so I'm gonna put that as 45 pounds. So 20-pound increase. I'm hoping I'll be able to do all these no problem. My hand is a little tired because I did some training, but we will see if it affects me. This is sad. I hope it will be hard with all of them. Oh my goodness. That reminds me, actually. Another problem I had with this was the range of motion. If you guys notice, you can't go all the way. And these don't touch, right? So when you actually, I don't know how to do this. Should I just drop it? There we go. So when they're this close, that's a pretty big gap. Especially when with Captains of Crush, you have to bring these bottom parts together. So that's a huge gap. What level am I on? All right, level 3. Okay. If that's too far off, I'm going to be generous and say 90. I feel like it's probably less, but I'll say 90. kind of close to the 150. Pretty close. I'll put the 150. Yeah, 150. Why not? I mean, it feels pretty close. A little easier. I'll do 140. I'm going to say 180. Level. Now, the difference on these is one, it travels more distance, and two, it's a little bit higher. So this should be at least, if it's not 200 pounds, then not a single one of these levels is what they claim. The set on that sucks. Okay, yeah, I would say it's 200. They might have just done, the heaviest one. What they might have done is literally just put the top one and said this is 200, and then just said they were all 200. That makes the most sense to me. But okay. Did I do some math wrong? My math is atrocious. Hang on, let me just triple check this. Okay, so 380. Apparently. By that standard. So that's pretty heavy. It's got 1,200. It's nearly half. So that'll be cool though. Well, let me just try. I'm gonna put on the first 2 levels and see how hard it is. Damn, that was hard as hell. 2 springs. That makes sense. 2 springs would be, according to this, 380. Which should be as hard as it should be. Yeah. Yeah. It's very hard, that's for sure. Definitely not what they said. I nearly closed that. Working up would be very easy because the bottom 3 springs all add up to like, first level is 25 pounds, second level is 45 pounds, third level is 90 pounds, fourth level is 140, then 180, then 200, all adding up to 680. So if you do the bottom 3, it's only 160 pounds. Sorry, so it's over 100, over 150. Get some dry hands here. Get a proper set. Man, this knurling sucks. This knurling kind of sucks, but I really have no grip on this thing. That sucks. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's see how many springs I can do going from the bottom up. Maybe. Okay, so yeah, the bottom 4, pretty easy. Not bad at all. The bottom 4 would be 300? I think my math's right. 300 looks like, yeah. Okay. 300 pounds. So, that's pretty hard. I can do it still. I mean, it's technically, also I say, because also, the hardest part of the gripper is that last range of motion, and it doesn't even have that range of motion. So that's a problem. Not a problem, just a factor, I guess you could say. So yeah, it's hard, definitely hard, and I think definitely above what I can do, maxed out obviously. The slickness on this is crazy, man. My hand's definitely really tired right now. That's hard. I moved it more than I thought, but yeah, adding a level to that, you know, you're adding 200 pounds. So one level, if I add one more spring, it's 200 pounds of force. So there we go. I don't know how I had such a hard time the first time. I said, what if I put them all at the bottom, if that would help me? Oh, it would. It would definitely help me. Yeah, definitely hard. That's fun. This would be cool. I mean, it's not fantastic, but what it is it's something way harder than my current grippers. So I think this would be good for, because I've been trying to stress my hand a lot. And 680 pounds would definitely stress my hand a lot. So I'm super excited. I'll probably move these up to get a thumbnail. But yeah. Cool. Fantastic. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I've been looking for a video on a review on this. Oh yeah. I'm going to show you guys a close-up of it, so you can see exactly what it looks like here. So the things I were talking about, you can see with the reflective. But yeah, it's like buttery smooth, which really affects your grip, to be honest. I might actually have to use some chalk on this, which I don't like using chalk on these things. It is what it is. These are the lines I made, just so I know where these go. So you can see this one's actually too low, which is why it was easier. But I guess technically, you could add more of these. This one was what, 180, and this one was 200. So you could make this an extra 38 pounds heavier, which would bring it just over 1,000 pounds, I think. So if you bought two more, you could maybe bring this over 1,000 pounds of force, but we don't have two more, and I'm not going to buy two more probably. But then it would be 1,000 pounds. This is still rated though for 1,200. There's no way this is 1,200. So yeah, but it's pretty cool. Yeah, it looks nice. I'm probably gonna bring it to the gym and show some people. It's pretty heavy. It's two and a half pounds basically. So yeah, it's pretty cool though. This is the brand I was comparing it to. Nothing crazy. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I had a lot of fun enjoying it. I was super excited to make this video because I've been wanting to see how much this actually was for a really long time, because I've seen some stuff pop up on my For You page, and I obviously knew, I think everyone knows it's not 1,200 pounds, but I was curious about exactly how much it was. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next Tuesday.